Hi, welcome to my video on volume. Again, review of volume, and this is practice 1, part A. Number 1, find the volume of the box. The units are in feet. So we have a rectangular box, which is 4 by 5 by 6 feet. So the rectangular box, if I just finish it off, come down here perpendicular, go along here, and this is the part of the box that you can't see but is there. So the volume of geometric figures is always the base area, B, times the height. And this rectangular box, or the box has a rectangular shape, is the base is a rectangle, so it's a length times width times the height. So this box has a length of 5, a width of 4, and a height of 3. So when you multiply that out, you get 20 times 3 is 60. And that's volume, 3 dimensions, so that's cu, cubic feet. I could put feet to the power of 3 to indicate cubic. Number 2, find the volume of a box with a square base side of 4 centimeters and a height of 20 centimeters. Well, the first thing I notice is that this is 4 centimeters and this is 20 centimeters. So if the height is 20, I said it's 4 centimeters and 20 millimeters. So this is 20 millimeters. So what we can do is change it to centimeters. So there's 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. So 20 divided by 10 makes 2 centimeters. So the height, we have the heights the same, we have the side the same, and we have a square box, a base box. So if you draw the box like this, and you have a square base, then here it is. So we have a square base. So the bottom of the box is a square, so it's 4 by 4. And the height is 2. So they're all units are the same. Again, the volume is base area times height. Because it's a square base, then it's a square, so it's S squared H. So that square has a side of 4 and a height of 2. So that's 16. 4 squared is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. So we have 32. And again, we have, this is centimeters, and this is 3 dimensions, length times width times height. So that's cubic. Number 3, find the volume of a cube if the sum of its edges is 60. So if the sum of the edges is 60. So the sum of the edges, again, we have a cube, and a cube has all edges the same. So we draw a cube this way. Here we are, we got a cube, and all the edges are the same. So if you take all the edges, and if, let me draw this out. So there's the cube. So if you take the front of the box right here, we got 4 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the same as on the back here. So there's 4 in the front and 4 on the back. That's 8. So if you count these, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 12. So the edges of a cube, there are 12 edges. So if the sum of the edges is 60, so if the sum is 60, that's the sum of the 12 edges. And let's call E for edges. So the sum is 60, and okay, let's mark down the sum is 60, and it's in inches. So we have 12 E. So if we divide by 12, E becomes 5. So each edge is 5. So 5, 5, 5, 5 everywhere. All the edges are 5, and there's 12 and it makes 60. We want to find the volume of a cube, and the volume of a cube is base area times height, and the base of the cube is a square, and the height is the same, s. So that means the volume of a cube is s cubed. And I have a 5 here, so the volume is, let's make it a 5, 5 cubed. That's an s cubed. And the volume is 5 times 5 is 25 times 5 is 125. And we got inches, so let's go C-U-I-N, cubic inches. So volume is base area moving through a height. So think of it as the front of this box moving through this distance of 5. So it's an area moving through a distance we call the height. Okay, let's do some more. Number 4, find the volume of a triangular prism. Units are meters. And it says that AB is 10, so this is 10. BC is 16. And BD or DB is 20. So I fill that in. So in a rectangular solid, what we have is we need the volume is base area times height. So if you take the base area to be the triangle, and it's a triangular prism, so this triangle is going to move through this distance of 20. So the triangle is a half the base times the height. So this is the base of the triangle, this is the height of the triangle, and we have the height of the prism. I'm going to call it P, so we won't get mixed up. So we have a half. The base of the prism is 16, and all the units are meters, so everything's okay. But we don't have the height of the triangle, but we do have the height of the prism, or the length of the prism that is moving through. So it means this triangle here is moving this way out through to get to here, and is moving through 20. Now, how do we get the height of the triangle? Well, because this is a triangular prism, that means that AC is 10. So we have a triangle ABC, which is an isosceles triangle with 3 sides. And an isosceles triangle with 2 sides equal, if we leave A and come down to here, perpendicular to the base, coming down perpendicular between these 2 congruent sides, this is an altitude, right angle to the base, and that altitude will form 2 congruent triangles and split the base into 2 parts, 8 and 8. So now we have a triangle, a right triangle, right here, with sides of 10, and this is 8, so we'll get the height here. So let's call this AH. So we have a triangle, and I'll just draw it on the side here. We have an A, we have an H, and we have a B. So we got a right angle. We have A, B is 10. We have HB is 8. And so we have to find this x, this side. So that's the Pythagorean property. C squared is A squared plus B squared. And C is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is opposite the right angle, so that's 10. A squared, A is 8, and B is x. So that's 100. 8 squared is 64. So that means 100 minus 64 equals x squared. So x squared is equal to 36. So x is equal to the square root of 36. So that means x is equal to 6. So that means that the height of the triangle T is 6. So let's put 6 back in here and work this out. So a half, 2 cancels, so a half of 16 is 8. So we get 6 eighths are 48 times 20 is 48 times 20 is, you can use a calculator, is 960. And that's meters, so that's cubic meters. So there's 960 cubic meters. Number 5, water is flowing in a rectangular tank at a rate of 300 cubic feet per hour. The empty tank takes 4 hours to fill. Find the height of the tank if the base is 15 by 8. So what we have, let's draw a rectangular tank again. So here we are. There's a rectangular tank, and we fill in the sides that we can't see. There they are there. So the rectangular tank has the rate of the tank filling the tank is 300 cubic feet per hour, and it takes, the time is 4 hours. Okay, and we want to find the height of the tank. There's the height of the tank there. If the base is 15, and it don't make any difference, I'll put 15 here and 8 here. Not visually, this looks longer than this, but that doesn't make any difference. The length and the width at the base. The base of the tank, it's a rectangular tank, rectangular box, so the bottom is a rectangle. So, how long does it take? Well, this is volume. The rate, notice that this is 300 cubic feet. So, the volume is rate times time. So the rate is 300 cubic feet per hour times 4 hours. So notice the hours cancel out, and that gives us 300 times 4 is 1200 cubic feet. So the volume is rate times time. So it's 1200 cubic feet is the volume of the tank. Now, the volume of the tank is base area times height. The volume is the length times width times height, because it's 3 dimensions, length, width, and height. The volume is 1200 cubic feet. The length of the tank is 15. The width of the tank is, I was pointing here, width of the tank is 8. And we have to find the height. So that's 1200. 15 times 8 is 120. And it is divided by 120 on each side. That cancels to give me height. And cancel it to 0. 12 into 120 goes 10. So it's 10 and it's feet. So just a little different problem, little tiny word problem. Added the extra flow to it to show you how to determine the volume. So and also the volume, it was given to you indirectly, so you had to figure out what the volume was and work backwards. So it was a good little problem to do. So that brings us to the end of the first review on volume. And again, like all of them, if you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content that I have on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained, just one word. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.